hear your voice, but there ain't no sound. I feel your kiss, oh, but you're not around. I hear your voice, but there ain't no sound. I feel your kiss, oh, but you're not around.
Alright, episode 2 of the Bettercast. You know the drill. I'm Yelkreb, he's Neely, and we're not going to beat around the bush here too much. We got some updated power rankings. I'm sure everyone's just dying to hear those. We got the week 1 scores for the games that happened, some week 2 predictions coming up, as well as the week 2 map pools for both leagues. So, getting right into the week 1 scores for tier 2. We've got No Daylight with a 4-0 win over the season 1 champs Fat Chats. We've got Lunar Colony with a 4-0 win over Happy Little Accidents. Blackout and Blinks still have not played their week 1 game. Kind of ran into a wall there right at the buzzer when they were trying to get it off, but they'll be playing that one soon. Still a highly anticipated game, 2 good teams. And New Future, the brand new team, they eked out a win over Blueprint Chaos. 2 map wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie, so 2-1 win to New Future. Neely, what do you have to say about that game? I know it was quite a good game to watch.
It was a good game to watch. And you said eked out, which I know New Future players aren't going to like to hear because they open up the game with a 2-0. Super strong. It's closely contested, but once Blueprint kind of starts to figure this team out, New Future, clean team, Blueprint has a lot of punching power. And once Blueprint started to cook, they almost took out a nice hold on Hanamura, but tied it, and then they dominated Dorado. I'd love to see a map 5 with these 2 teams. I don't think Blueprint really loses any status from this game, but New Future makes a massive jump in this league.
Yeah, that really shook up the power rankings for you, didn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, speaking of power rankings, the moment everyone's waiting for, the tier 2 power rankings, definitely shaken up. So up 6 spots to my number 1 is Blackout. No Daylight goes up 1 spot to number 2. Lunar Colony falls 2 spots down to number 3. Blinks, although they haven't played a game, they kind of fell 2 spots because they haven't played a game. And other teams have had to test their mettle and come out with good results, so I'm moving Blinks down 2 spots to number 4. New Future goes up 2 spots to number 5. Blueprint down 2 to number 6. Fat Chats down 2 to number 7. And Happy Little Accidents, no change, coming in at 8th on my power rankings. Neely, how are yours looking?
Ooh. Actually pretty good. Some big changes, but also a lot of steady power rankings. So Neely's looking pretty good on the T2. Blackout maintaining its position at number 1. Dr. Chaboy showing up and playing for Blackout strong. No Daylight, no movement, just barely losing to Blackout, going all the way in their game. 3, New Future moving up 4 spots in that Blueprint game. Blueprint's going to go down 1 because they lose in a very close contested bout. Lunar, no movement because they played HLA, and we already had HLA a little bit low. Blinks, no movement because no game. Fat Chats, down 3 in number 7. And HLA, staying right there at number 8.
I think these last 4 teams are going to really have close games against each other, too. Like, honestly, when Fat Chats plays Happy Little Accidents, that's going to be a barn burner of a game.
Oh, I agree. Because HLA is not bad. Like, they were a really good T1, and that's why they moved up. But I think anytime someone makes a jump like that, it's just, you got to wake up, and you got to really step up, and hopefully the VOD reviews are going well and stuff like that. And Fat Chats has gotten 4-0'd twice at this point. But, I mean, they have Walrus Manslap up there. So, like, that they're going to be good against like a medium pack to a lower pack team. I see a lot for Fat Chats coming up here.
My thing with Fat Chats too is I don't think they've had their strongest roster in their week 1 or their week 2 game where they got 4-0'd. I know when they played No Daylight, Walrus Manslap was nowhere to be seen. And that's a big issue for Fat Chats. I mean, if they had their best lineup coming at us, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have been a 4-0 because some of those maps were really close.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm really excited to see Blinks play. I mean, they kind of got a new team look now that your boy's over to Blackout. Going into the week 2 pick'ems after we got these new power rankings kind of set for both of us. The first game, Well, let's just get through the games that already happened. So, Blackout beat No Daylight 3-2. Very close game. Went to map 5. 99-99. Both teams on control. And Blackout just coming on top of the last team fight and coming on top of the game right there. So, no pick 'em right there. It's already picked. Blackout won that one. So I guess we can pick Blackout versus Blinks. I'm going to pick Blackout, and this time I got a map score for you. I'm picking Blackout 3-1 win over Blinks.
Blackout 3-1 win. Yeah, I mean that's. I'm gonna go 3-2 because we just don't know what Blinks has, and if Blinks shows up, I know Blackout we have highly rated, especially with your boy and with that Black Watch aura about them. So we have them rated high, but you never know what Blinks can show up with. So I'd like to see that one. I'm going 3-2. We're gonna see a map 5 with these two teams.
All right, and then I think another good game right off the rip is another Blinks game. It's Blinks versus Lunar Colony, and I got Blinks winning that one 3-2.
3-2.
3-2.
I have Lunar Colony taking this one right now. I don't. Let's see. I have a 3-1 for Lunar Colony here. I think it's going to be somewhat dominant. I don't know if Lunar Colony looks anything like Horizon. Lunar Colony could be a force we just haven't quite seen yet against a good team.
Very true. The next game, well, this one already happened too, I suppose. So, Blueprint Chaos did 4-0 Fat Chats. I believe Fat Chats was missing the tank that they played against us when they were missing Walrus. So, I think they're just, struggling to come into games with a full lineup. But Blueprint got the 4-0 right there. Next game for Tier 2 is New Future versus Happy Little Accidents. And I have New Future taking that one. It's going to be a close one. I think it's going to go 5 maps. I think New Future takes it 3-2.
Yeah, I think we'll just have to see what HLA shows up with because we just don't know how good Lunar Colony is. They 4-0 Happy Little Accidents. Could be expected from two differing orgs like this. And New Future showing clean play, but I think, once figured out, they might lose some of that momentum. They don't have that one carry guy. It seems like they're all very evenly ranked in that high platinum area or mid to high plat area.
Yeah, I mean, they're all about team plays, too, and making it happen together. They don't usually show up to games and expect one person to do all the dirty work. They use those ults, they hit those combos, they're trying to do the little things and get them right and win the games that way. But on to map pools for the Better League, the Tier 2. The map pool for Week 2 is Nepal, Kings Row, Anubis, Rialto, and then closing it out with Lijiang Tower as the tiebreaker on Control. I like this map pool a lot. I mean, I love when Kings Row's in the map pool. I like Anubis as a 2CP map. A lot of people just hate 2CP in general, but I think Anubis First Point is one of the coolest points in Overwatch. It's got a lot of high grounds. It's pretty tricky to get into, but you can run a lot of different strats on that map. You got
for me, what sticks out for me? Oh, were you not done?
No, I was gonna just toss it over to you. You got anything for the map pool?
All right, well, you want to just do that because you'll cut that out? Toss it over?
I'm not cutting nothing out. Even this right
Cut
here,
nothing.
This is staying in.
All right, hello, Better Academy. This is Neely, and we're going to see what I like for the map pool. I love Lijiang Tower, so I'm hoping we see some map 5s, because who doesn't love some Lijiang? Every Reinhardt wants to go to Control Center. And if you have a good Rein, you're also probably winning Rialto and Kings Row. So, I mean, I think the Rein players are really looking happy on this map pool. Nepal, I'm hit or miss on that one. That one's whatever. Temple of Anubis, Strike dominates, so I've started to like it. But other than that, big Rein pools this week.
Big round pool indeed for the Tier 2. Moving on over to the Tier 3. Gonna start out with those Week 1 scores. So we got SR Goblins get the 4-0 on Deathwatch. We got Strike beating Smoothies. And then the game of the week, Horizon versus Blackwatch. It took 2 parts, but they were both good. Horizon did squeak out a 3-1 win. Doesn't change my power rankings, except it definitely does because I had Horizon at the bottom and now I got him at the top. But it's gonna shake things up pretty big over here. That was a very close game. We had the chance to cast it. It was awfully fun. I learned a lot about the game of Overwatch. You can go down 3 picks and then use a Molten Core and be right back in the fight and sway it. But what'd you take away from that game?
Well, obviously that was the one with the server issues that it took 2 casts to get this colossal game completely wrapped up and done. And I mean, I think everyone Saw the heartbreaker for Blackwatch right at the end with the wrecking ball. We're seeing a map 5. Everyone's ready. I think Blackwatch is ready, but Horizon is not ready to give this one up. They send the ball in, and they're not able to stun this guy up or slow him down, and they come out with at least 3 ultimates. It's Supercharger and Core at the very least, and then they just wipe Blackwatch, and I think everyone just had their hands in their face on that one. Good on Horizon, though. Never give up. Always contest.
Never give up. A timely server crash, too. Blackwatch really did look like they were about to start that reverse sweep, but it wasn't to be. So, Tier 3 power rankings. Let's get right into them. Up 5 spots to number 1. I've got Horizon making a big Olympic level leap. And then down 1, I got Blackwatch in at number 2. SR Goblins, no change there at number 3. We're going to see them have a couple tougher games coming up where they can maybe test their mettle and get up to the 1 or the 2 spot. And then I got Smoothies in at number 4. Strike down 3. Going below Smoothies, although we did just get that one. I got Strike coming in at number 5. And then number 6, down 1 spot, I got Deathwatch.
Well, I'll just jump right in here into my power rankings for Tier 3. First off, I am disgusted with Yelkreb right now on his. Not a big fan. Otherwise, they probably would have been pretty similar, but I don't agree with that strike call. You know, I think we're in the middle of the pack at the very least. Regardless, at number 1.
Not a lot of depth in
for me,
DPS, I gotta say. Not a lot of depth in Strike's DPS. All I saw was a Torb coming out in the Smoothies game, and I think that's gotta get answered going forward.
I mean, how do you answer Torb? He has a turret. I mean, you gotta break it. You gotta, gotta break the turret. And maybe it's unbreakable against Strike. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna say. Regardless, Horizon jumping 3 spots up into my number 1 after that Blackwatch game, which is gonna bump Blackwatch down to number 2, down 1 spot. SR Goblins at number 3. Strike also down 1 spot at number 4. Smoothies are gonna stay the same at 5, and Deathwatch at 6. What I'm looking forward to this season is the Deathwatch versus Smoothies game, 'cause I think that's going to be really close, and I actually think Deathwatch might have a chance to shake up my power rankings. I'm even a little bit afraid of Deathwatch. I might have even left a little bit of juice in their chat, which I wasn't allowed in. Seth, I hope you hear this.
I think Deathwatch is gonna beat Strike. And as a member of Strike, and as the team captain of Strike, which you are, take that.
Yeah. Yep. Not a homer.
Not a homer. Deathwatch is going to beat us, for sure. Smoothies couldn't find a way. Deathwatch is going to find a way. I don't think Strike wins the game the rest of the season. What do you think about that, Neely?
I mean, week 5, we got Deathwatch, and I know I said I'm worried, because, over time, this Deathwatch team is going to have a chance to grow, but I don't know. I think Strike's going to come right out at him, but I also think we're going to just take down Blackwatch. I hear Ventral just ain't nothing, so I'm going to just come right at him on Reinhardt and win the duel.
All right, so getting into our Tier 3 Titans League pick'ems, let's talk about that first game where SR Goblins are definitely going to 4-0 Strike. What do you have the score of that map?
I have it as a 2-1. We're definitely going to be drawing. We're going to be drawing the 2CP map. I'm sorry, we're too good at 2CP. We're just not. We're just going to draw it, and we're going to obviously take one of the payloads. Easy clap. 2-1. SR Goblins.
2-1. That's not what you said off mic when you said SR Goblins 4-0 us.
I think I've picked up some confidence. I think I realized how much my co-caster over here really doesn't believe in our team.
I'm rooting against us. All right, so SR Goblins apparently got to squeak out a 2-1 win over the tightly contested Strike team. And Blackwatch playing Smoothies. I think I got a 4-0 on this one.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, Blackwatch just looked really good against Horizon, even though you see a 3-1 in the score. Obviously, I think anybody that watched that game, it was much closer. I mean, control was just dead on. I mean, I think Blackwatch went up 99-0 on the first point and then just weren't able to recontest it and come in. I mean, Blackwatch looks like a powerhouse. They speed boost engage, all that good stuff. I think they're going to be scary. I think they could go against Horizon and maybe beat them if just the map pool is different. You never know.
I mean, I think any game between Horizon and Blackwatch is, you know,
Game of the week.
game of the week. Yeah, if those two teams play and it's anything like the first game, even though it was a 3-1, it wasn't a map 5 game. But yeah, it was great Overwatch to see. You could tell that those teams were very even when they played each other, and it just came down to a couple team fights on a couple maps, and I think it goes either way, despite ending 3-1. What are we talking about now?
Map pools for T3?
Yeah, let's talk about the map pools for Tier 3 right now.
I mean, I know we're starting out on my favorite map, Lijiang Tao or Lijiang Towel. My favorite for Reinhardt. Any Ryan player wants to play here. Granted, Strike's going to lose because we can't win control. It's just never going to happen. Put that one down in your VOD review books. Hanamura coming up next. Eichenwald, Dorado, and Nepal. Any thoughts on those?
I think besides Lijiang Tower, not a lot of wiggle room on the Reinhardt. Eichenwald first point, pretty good Rhine point, but the rest of those, it seems like if you have a team that can play high ground tanks very well, you can control a lot of those maps. So unlike the Tier 2 map pool, I think this one favors teams that have main tanks who are maybe a little bit better at off heroes other than Reinhardt.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the theme of this podcast, so...
My team, my own self on my insides. I mean, I can play some Winston. I got the diamond on him in like season 5. Like,
here I am,
don't come at me.
one tricking Torb in our week 1 game, talking about hero depth.
Plays May, doesn't work. Goes Torb.
Not even that Torb worked. It was just that the turret kind of stayed alive. And I don't know what you know about Torb turrets, but those things have great accuracy.
The land environment accuracy.
Yeah, they don't miss, dude. All right, so we could talk a little bit about week 3. We don't really have to. I think getting the rest of the week 2 games in is really going to help us out for talking about week 3. But early predictions, I know there are some banger week 3 games on the schedule too. And since we're doing this and it's coming out on a weekend, I mean, you could be rolling right into those week 3 games by the time you listen to it. So might as well tell you that No Daylight is going to be playing Lunar Colony for Tier 2. And that is a crazy game.
Yeah, no, that could be a good one. Is that your match of the week, you think, for week 3, T2?
Could be the match of the week for Tier 2 in week 3. I know Titans League has some good ones on the docket as well. I don't know if this might be, well, week 3 anyway, it might be the week that Blackwatch plays Deathwatch. I think that sounds right. So you got the Inner Org Rivalry. That's a great game for Tier 3. And then, I mean, I got my eye out for when SR Goblins plays Horizon. That's going to be another high-class Tier 3 game.
I mean, you don't think Strike versus Blackwatch is going to be game of the week?
I don't think Strike wins another game all season. I think other teams are going to catch on that if we're not running Torb, we're running a one-trick May. And if we're not one-tricking May that game, turns out we're one-tricking Torb. So I think teams might start answering my hero picks.
And apparently, we're just going to tell everybody they don't even have to ask for VOD codes. They just know what we play now, which is fantastic.
Well, they know what I play, and they know that you play Ryan.
Yeah. But yeah, that's true. But if there's any point to all of this, is that if your team's low and it seems like we're attacking you, Yelkreb is giving me the absolute heat right now. So don't feel attacked, because good lord do I.
Putting some red meat on the grill, letting it sizzle. You know, you gotta stay alert. I mean, we're not biased here. We're not ripping on any teams. I'm ripping on Strike more than anyone because, frankly, I don't have faith. I dropped us 3 spots and we won again. I'm still going at it like, dude, Strike is... We're not going to win the championship. You know, that's the goal, that we win the championship. But let's be honest, unlikely. What do you think of Echo coming out? Echo's going to be playable pretty soon.
Ooh, yes. Week 2 available. Tier 3, Tier 2, both week 2s available. Unbelievable. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think we're all just looking at Echo and we're like, definitely overtuned. Not sure if it's a must pick, but I mean, it's pretty good. If you have somebody that can play that Echo, maybe you have like a pocket Genji player who's just grinding Echo right now, they could really boost your team right now. And honestly, that could change all of our power rankings like 100%. Because I mean, Echo just, I think, just demolishes everything we kind of know about Overwatch. Adds so many combos, just so many different things to think about. I can't even call out Echo. I don't even know how to say the character's name in game. I call her Ash half the time.
Yeah, I mean, she adds so much to the game. Her ultimate basically means that you always have an answer to something they have. Like, if you think they have Grav on deck and you don't have a defensive support hero, but they have a defensive support hero, you can just Echo ult to be the Lucio to beat Grav. Like, it's crazy. You can Echo ult to go Mercy to get a clutch res. She changes so much in the game. Just to kind of specify some things, so Tier 2 Echo will not be playable until April 20th. Tier 3 Echo's playable whenever you play against your Week 2 opponents. So, if you're Tier 1 and, you still have, like, say you're Blinks and you haven't scheduled the Blackout game until April 21st, I believe you can probably play Echo. I'm pretty sure that's allowed. No. I think maybe.
It's the week 1. We will have to go to the admins on that one because I don't think it would be playable. That's just.
It doesn't seem like it should be, right? But I'm pretty sure the rules right now are Tier 2, not playable until April 20th, which is technically the closing of Week 2. Tier 3, playable against your Week 2 opponents.
Sorry, Breezy.
Pretty sure I can read.
Oh no, I know you're reading, but I feel like there's that. I feel like there's that between the lines, like, because I know for Tier 3 we specified like not available Week 1, available Week 2. Like that's just how we did it. And then she, as commissioner, did dates. But I feel like it's that. Because otherwise, why wouldn't they just sandbag like their scheduling until they get Echo? Maybe they're a crazy Echo team.
It could be. I mean, Echo's kind of OP. And by kind of, I mean, like, certainly.
Yeah.
It's got to be interesting to, like, see what they change to her, too. To, like, make her more comp-friendly. Because right now, like, her raw kit can combo anything. Like, she has an ability that blows up, and she has an ability that cuts everyone down who's half HP. That's nuts.
Her and Sigma ult are just nasty. Man, this definitely got off the rails here at a certain point, but I like it.
Hey, it got a little off the rails from the Better Academy and the Better League, but we're still talking about Overwatch as it's going forward, and that's going to be relevant to the league. Like, when Echo comes in, she really is going to change up so many things. Like, we could see tank compositions revolve around Echo because of what she can combo with ultimates.
Yeah. 100%.
All right, listen.
100%.
I'm putting down Game of the Week, Tier 2, Blinks versus Lunar Colony.
So if you're a captain of those, get in touch with Yelkreb and Neely. We might cast that game. We like to do match of the week, so.
We do like to do those. Although New Future versus HLA, that's going to be a good one too. I mean, I'm hoping it's not a 4-0. I have it as 3-2, just to kind of go back to my map scores. But yeah, I think that's going to be another good one. Blueprint squeaking out the win. Blackout squeaking out the win. Blackout Blinks can still happen. Still going to be a good game. Keep an eye out on Twitch for that. I know we had a lot of casters answer the call after our Week 1 podcast, and that is great. I think we got Metality, and who else we got? Frog Champ, is that the other guy's name?
It could be. I know somebody DM'd me, and I gave him the rundown of just like, VOD sharing, all that kind of stuff. So if you're here and you're curious, the main thing you have to do is just go onto your computer, turn on VOD sharing onto your Twitch that you have already linked to your Xbox. Just start streaming, title it something appropriate, obviously, like the team's playing or whatever, and then just let it rip. I mean, Yelk and I can't do them all. I think we're going to take some priority just since we have we got the juicy cast, we've got the sizzle, but we need more people.
Yeah, big shout outs to Frog Champ and Metality. Those guys both did great. Yeah. Hurricane going on with Time Bomb. Those guys both did great. Hurricane's getting a pretty nice look in the stream too. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see the effort going into the streams and into the casts. But that's kind of all I got for the Bettercast this week. Just to plug some socials here. Twitch and Twitter are both at ULT_charge. Neely, what do you got?
I'm Neely. My Twitter is at GM_Neely_OW. Not because I'm a GM, but it's because I'm the general manager of Strike and Blueprint Chaos and all that kind of stuff. So GM_Neely_OW. Follow me, I'll follow back.
All right. And do you have a Twitch? I know you casted the No Daylight game all by yourself.
Yeah, Cam Neely 66. Yeah, that was a Neely live from the bunker. I have not left the compound because of the quarantine, and I was just kind of going crazy by myself. So it was a good time though. Get some chops. I mean, you get some chops for
That's all
casting.
right. I mean, put a little flair to it, even if it's just you out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you just talk to those 10 people like they're your friends. I mean,
All right. Well, that's going to do it for week 2 of the Bettercast. Once again, I've been Yelkreb.
Neely.
And we'll see you on the next one.